Good morning and welcome on this not so sunny Monday, but we're here and we're happy. We've got lots to talk about. We'll be talking about Florida budget debate collapsing, a popular seafood restaurant moving inland, an elderly man killed on State Road 16, and a fire broke out in a hotel in Ponte Vedra. We'll get to all that and more, but first, since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on the principle of honesty, integrity, and community service, the Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-controlled service bays and a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance. Plus, enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge with Wi-Fi and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage Restaurant and Bar. Bozard Ford is the proud recipient of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable, efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln offers the best in pricing, selection, and service. Visit Bozard Ford Lincoln today, just off I-95 and State Road 16. Your satisfaction is their mission because they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to the rest of our sponsors: Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, BNS Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy House. Thank you all for your support. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. Find us on YouTube, guys. We've got a goal of getting over 1,000 subscribers. So your mission today, I know it's the beginning of the week, your mission today is to go to YouTube, find our channel, like us, subscribe, all of the things. Payday is coming up. Help Troy pay the bills by sending stars right here on Facebook. Let's see those stars, y'all. The app is back in the Apple App Store with new features like a playlist link for Bollocks this evening, the 904 Vault, and direct links to St. Johns County, City of St. Augustine, and St. Augustine Beach public meetings. Take your 904 fandom to the next level with our app. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How you doing?
Oh, just dandy.
Dandy. I like the cowboy look.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice.
Thank you. Well, it helps keep the rain off.
Yeah, it does.
You know, a good Stetson helps keep the rain off.
I was on the struggle bus with my umbrella. I was like, I blew dry my hair. Want to make sure it didn't curl back up, get all wet.
Is that yours laying in the...
Yes.
We're going to get you a grown-up umbrella.
What?
I saw that umbrella. It was very petite.
It is petite. Well,
it looks like it barely would cover your...
It's a grower, not a shower.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It gets bigger.
Okay, all right.
You got to know how to do it.
It looked very petite.
It is petite. It is. It's hard to get back to the small, compact size.
I was going to say, it looks travel size.
It is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing well. Just trying to figure out everything for the traffic report right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like you're drinking this early.
Do I?
Your water bottle.
I'm drinking water.
It's a rough Monday for you, huh, Blake?
Oh, it's
hydrate.
It's stressful, man. It's awful.
Not awful. Question of the day. It can't be bad with
question of the day. What is your favorite part of a rainy day? See, people are trying to make it all negative.
It's not negative.
There's some favorites.
It's cozy. It's cozy. I like to snuggle up with a blanket and a movie and just settle in on the couch and watch some pop culture, introduce my kids to movies they haven't seen yet. Popcorn, if I have. Baked potato soup's my favorite on a rainy day.
Okay.
I love a nice cozy baked potato soup. So yeah, I'm a cozy, stay in, hang out in your PJs.
I haven't made potato soup in a while.
It's good.
I need to make some potato soup.
I love baked potato soup.
Yeah. I need to make some potato soup.
Yeah.
So, no, and mine's very similar. Mine is, when it's a soaker, I like to sleep.
Yep.
And snack.
Yeah. Because the sound
then
is just
sleep.
there. Yeah.
And snack.
Yeah.
Throw in some sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good Sunday.
That's a good Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got the tin roof, so I imagine it's even easier to sleep.
It really
at
is
your
nice.
house. What about you, Blake?
Yeah, I got definitely just staying inside, just watching whatever is on TV right now, mainly sports. It's definitely very relaxing, as so long as it isn't thunderstorming or hailing or any of the things that might cause our dogs to bark very loud.
Yeah. Dogs will change the mood of a rainy day for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys like to walk in the rain?
No.
Not too much.
No, every now and again.
Used to. I mean, it used to be a thing.
Yeah, if you're going through something, a nice just rainstorm, take a walk in the rain. It's good. Clear your mind.
Yeah, no, I used to. It's not, now it's inconvenience of okay, taking all the clothes off when you get home, and at our house it's always a struggle at the laundry. Something's always in there.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. So
we had to institute a laundry schedule. Everyone has laundry days. And so our family breaks it down and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, no, ours is as needed and it's always needed.
Always. Yeah. Well, you get enough people in the house. It's always needed.
It's always needed.
It's time now for a quick check of the weather.
Moist.
That quick check of the weather is brought to you by Bin 39. Tucked inside the St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street, Bin 39 is St. Augustine's hidden gem, offering over 95 boutique wines, including 50 rated over 90 points by Robert Parker. Perfect for a quiet date night or after-work escape. Enjoy rare wines by the glass or bottle in a charming courtyard setting. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with live music Thursday through Sunday. Come sip, relax, and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Discover your favorite pour at Bin 39. Your taste to discover. All right, causing stress to our producer. It's time for the Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Don't worry, we got a traffic report today.
Yahoo!
Don't slam on the Blakes.
And yes, indeed. So, do not hit the Blakes today. Yes, because fortunately the roads are very wet today, especially here on I-95 right now. And for those living in downtown, be wary of puddle orcas. They can come up.
Yeah, Free Willy.
That's the picture I almost used when I was making all those photoshops of Mike surfing on vacation. I almost used that orca.
He would have taken that personally.
What?
He would take that personally.
Yeah. I did. He
once was a larger man than what he is now.
Oh, my bad. I definitely used an orca picture, just not that one. All right, that Hit the Blake's traffic report is brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Hop aboard Old Town Trolley and explore over 500 years of St. Augustine's rich history and charm. Enjoy open-air views of iconic sites like the Castillo de San Marco, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Grand Hotel. This 90-minute tour includes 22 convenience stops, 100-plus points of interest, and all-day hop-on, hop-off access. Your ticket also includes free admission to St. Augustine History Museum and more. St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest. Sign up today at hometownpass.com to take advantage of that offer. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see the nation's oldest city. Moving into the news, we've got Florida budget talks collapse as House and Senate clash over budget cuts. Budget talks have stalled in Tallahassee after disagreement escalates between the Florida House, Senate, and Governor Ron DeSantis over tax policy. House Speaker Daniel Perez said Friday that formal budget negotiations are on hold after Senate President Ben Albritton reversed course on a proposed $2.8 billion tax cut package. Billion with a B. Perez accused Albritton of backing out of a public commitment made last week to advance the House's plan, which included a significant reduction to the state's sales tax rate. In response, Albritton pointed to concerns raised by senators and comments from Governor Ron DeSantis, who said the proposal would be dead on arrival. Albritton noted that some lawmakers favor more targeted tax relief focused on families and seniors rather than broad sales tax cuts. Governor DeSantis has voiced opposition to reducing sales tax, arguing such cuts would benefit tourists more than Florida residents. He has instead proposed a one-time $1,000 property tax rebate for homeowners and supports a longer-term plan for property tax reform, and that could go before voters in 2026. The House had approved a plan to cut state sales tax from 6% to 5.25%, totaling approximately $5 billion, again, billion with a B. However, the Senate did not adopt that plan. Albritton's memo described concerns that a small across-the-board cut would not have a significant impact and could restrict future budget flexibility. Legislatures always wanting budget flexibility. The legislative section has extended last week to finalize the state budget and tax package. Lawmakers now face a new timeline, with the House planning a procedural vote Tuesday to allow the session to run through June 30th. Budget negotiations are not expected to resume in the coming week. Governor DeSantis retains line item veto, and lawmakers must pass a budget before the new fiscal year begins July 1st. What are your thoughts on this,
All right.
this change of events?
Okay. Well, first off, I'd rather them, if we're going to get a cut, I'd rather it be on property tax.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, because sales tax, about 33% of our sales tax is paid for by people visiting Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
to take
Share the burden with others.
share that with others.
Yeah.
Our sales tax is not so outrageous.
Mhm.
I mean, in some states it's like 10 and 11%.
Yeah.
Our sales tax is 6.5 with the
Even at the original rate.
yeah,
it
it's
still does.
6%.
Yeah.
It's 6%, and then it's 6.5 with what we pay for the school district,
Mhm.
because they get a half cent. So I think that's a manageable number, and people are okay with that. But if you're going to give us some relief, I'd rather it be on the property tax,
Yeah.
which I feel like, you know, is one, because the values of the properties have went up so much.
Mhm.
And granted, we have a save our homes, but if you have multiple properties, you can only do that on one.
Yep.
You know, so I would probably tend to agree. And if the governor says it's dead on arrival, then it was dead on
Yeah.
arrival. I think
There's
the guy,
no sense of
I
going
take the
through
guy
that.
for his word there.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I think they had to revamp it, and he can be mad if he wants to, but it sounds like it wasn't a bill that was going to pass in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, Albritton can take up the vote if he wants. I mean, if he
Mhm.
wants to stick with what he said before, but if people aren't going to vote for it, if the governor's not going to sign it,
Yeah,
then
it's
it's just wasting time.
no, it's a waste of time, and it's going to go nowhere, and we're going to end up with nothing out of it, because politicians do this all the time.
Yeah.
They bicker back and forth, and they end up in the exact same place where they started.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. It's too early in the morning to say
Yeah.
what I was going to say. Anyway, moving
No,
on.
go
from
ahead and
budget
say it.
talk.
Go ahead and say it.
Staple St. Augustine Seafood Eatery moving after 20 years on seaside property. Kingfish Grill, a well-known seafood restaurant in St. Augustine, is preparing to relocate after more than 2 decades at its current waterfront location. That location is gorgeous.
Mhm.
The move comes after new owners of the Comanche Island Marina chose not to renew the restaurant's 20-year lease. The decision was first announced by Kingfish Grill on social media in a post last September. This week, St. Johns County approved the demolition of 2 commercial buildings on Yacht Club Road, one of which currently houses the restaurant. Despite the upcoming transition, Kingfish Grill, they did remain open through Mother's Day. After that, the restaurant plans to reopen at its new location in the Cobblestone Shopping Center at 504 West Jeffrey Street. A specific reopening date has not yet been announced. The owner, Paul Mackey, says permitting delays have pushed back the opening timeline, but expressed optimism about the restaurant's future. In a public statement, he said the new venue will offer an enhanced dining experience while maintaining the same quality and service patrons have come to expect. The Comanche Island Marina property, which spans over 36 acres, was last sold in 2021 for $12 million, that's with an M, and is currently owned by Windward Comanche Marina Owner LLC. Sounds
Yep.
very specific.
Yeah, and I know you're a Florida girl, but you're a West Coast girl. It's Comanche.
Comanche.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Comanche.
there's no
Not
N,
bad.
there should not be an N in there.
Oh, I did put an N, didn't I?
Yeah.
Comanche.
And everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone calls it Comanche.
Comanche.
And,
All right.
and it's Comanche
My bad.
with no N.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of people that have lived in St. Augustine their whole life went,
Cringing.
there's no N?
Sorry, guys.
No. They're going, they're with you. They're going,
Yeah.
there's no N?
I've always heard it say.
Yeah.
I said Comanche.
And everyone does. All right. And I love this restaurant. I think it's some of the best sushi in town. So I'm glad they're still with us.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times, landlords and restaurants can't come to agreement.
That happened with gas.
Yeah, it's happened with a lot of restaurants. I mean, that's what happened with Scarlett's when it originally, and now it's back. But I mean, I'm interested to see what's going to go in that space because it's a cool space.
It is. Well, they're tearing down the building. So, yeah, what are they going to build in its place?
Oh, they're tearing down the entire building.
That's-
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're launching the entire thing.
Oh, wow. So they might be putting something more marina.
Yeah, it is a really gorgeous location for a restaurant. And that brought me, like, I don't have a boat, but I know where that is, where that marina is because of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And so I do hope that something goes there that will bring outsiders in.
Yeah.
But I get it if they want to focus on
Well,
marina.
they have a meeting space on the other side, so it'll be interesting to see what does go there. But I'm really happy that they're there, or they're still alive and they're still there. I mean, so give them a shot when they get over to Cobblestone because these are the times they're going to need a boost. And in other restaurant news, I just got a buzz that it's probably going to be condos.
Oh, no.
And in other restaurant news, Michi's is going to be closed for a couple weeks, but it will be reopening with Freddie and that crew, like the original crew. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on with that. Can't really talk a whole lot about it because they're going still back and forth.
All right.
But keep an eye on, for everyone out there, keep an eye on what's happening with the Michi's. They're going to be closed for a couple weeks, and the way I understand it's going to be reopened with the original crew.
I saw a GoFundMe for
Well,
staff
the employees were hurting pretty bad. I mean, they kind of got caught blindsided a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And they frequently get the short end of the stick.
But the people that did right by their employees are coming back and reopening. So.
Okay.
That's about all we can really say because we don't know a whole lot of.
So that family is staying intact.
Yeah, the original Amici's is coming back. It was purchased and there was some problems, and now the original's coming back.
Okay, all right, good to know. Thanks for that update. People were asking for it last week. All right, we've got the Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Gate on Mizell Road at $2.69. Circle K at $2.72. Sunoco is at $2.84. Gate on US 1 $4.75. US 1 is at $2.87. Circle K on US 1 North is at $2.87. Also, the Shell on King Street, $2.87. Shell on 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.89. Shell on North Ponce is at $2.89 as well. A1A Discount Beverage is at $2.99. No price for Sunoco on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard yet. Let us know in the comments about those gas prices.
All right. So what's written beside your computer over there?
Oh, yeah. We've got by July 4th, 260 gas.
All right. So, and I said that a month ago.
You did.
When they were doing the transition, everyone was like, it was like 311 and 312 or something like that. We were doing the transition.
We've got 269.
So I might be, my prediction might be a little ahead of schedule.
Well, you said by July 4th.
Yeah. So we're 269
Price
seems to
of
be
Rights rules.
Yeah. So we are in the 60. We are in the 260s now. So.
We are. We're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Are you or someone you know in trouble with the law and in need of immediate bail assistance? Look no further than Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Their team of experienced professionals is available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services, ensuring that you and your loved one can get out of jail and back to your life as soon as possible. They understand that this can be a stressful and overwhelming time, which is why they strive to make the bail process as easy and straightforward as possible. Their team will guide you through every step of the process, from filling out the necessary paperwork to securing your release from jail. Always remember the number 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. It's much more comfortable reading that without the sheriff here. Live music report today. We've got Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon. We've got Cam Wheaton at Pierre's Pub, 1 p.m. Joshua Tennessee Worthy is at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Kevin Edwards at Hurricane Grill and Wings, 5 p.m. Benny Jacobs at the Tides Oyster Company and Grill, 5 p.m. as well. Bob Patterson at O.C. White's, also 5 p.m. Micah Gilliam at Prohibition Kitchen is at 6 p.m., along with Johnny Lawrence at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill, also 6 p.m. Joe Downing, Salt Life Food Shack, 6 p.m. as well. Check out the music. Tip them, give them requests, give them lots of claps. We've got Fidus Roofing at your local go-to for 15 years. And guess what? All their employees live right here in St. Johns County. They are master elite contractors, which means they can offer warranties that no one else can touch. They love the community and they love you, so you know you are in good hands. That's 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers
and gutters.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna get a little more serious. Elderly St. Augustine man killed, teenager seriously hurt in a wrong-way crash. The deadly crash in St. Johns County claimed the life of a 96-year-old man Thursday morning in a wrong-way collision on State Road 16. According to Florida Highway Patrol, a 17-year-old girl was driving west near Turnbull Creek Road when she crossed the center turn lane and veered into oncoming traffic. Her car collided head-on with a pickup truck carrying 3 people. The teen driver sustained serious injuries in the crash. 2 of the pickup's occupants were treated for minor injuries, but one passenger, a 96-year-old man, did not survive. Investigators have not yet determined what caused the teenager to swerve into the eastbound lanes. Authorities say her vehicle came to a stop on Turnbull Creek Road. The crash remains under investigation. Tragic. So sorry for everyone involved.
Yeah, teenage drivers, it's just...
This is the worst nightmare for me. I have a teenage driver right now.
Yeah, it's well, that's the most frightening thing you can do, is teaching your child to drive.
It's terrifying.
So, but it's just, they just don't have the, it's almost like, playing with fire. Mm-hmm. You are going to get burned at some point.
Yeah.
So it's the inexperience of teenage drivers can cause a lot of things. And I didn't realize that he was a passenger. The gentleman that passed was a passenger, not driving at 96.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's so hard. I mean, they're all going through so much. The family of this gentleman, everyone who's getting over injuries. I mean, this poor girl.
Yeah, I was going to say this young girl is going to have to carry this for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's, you're trying to find some, luckily less people were hurt than what could have been. Mm-hmm. It sounds like this was a pretty nasty head-on
there were
collision.
4 people involved.
Yeah. It sounds like this was we're very fortunate that only one person lost their life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's tragic. In other news, no injuries reported following fire at a resort in Ponte Vedra Beach. A fire broke out earlier, Friday? I believe it was Friday, maybe Saturday. A fire broke out at Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa in Ponte Vedra Beach, prompting a swift response from St. Johns County Fire Rescue. Crews were dispatched to the hotel located at the 1000 block of TPC Boulevard. After flames were reported in the building's laundry room, Rescue 10 was first on the scene and confirmed active fire upon arrival. Firefighters quickly contained the blaze and conducted a thorough search of the hotel. No victims were found. Officials say one person did jump from a second-story balcony to escape the smoke, but they were not injured. Jacksonville Fire Rescue also assisted in the response. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. I'll just say clean out those dryer lint traps. Clean those out. Like 100%, this is a fire hazard.
Well, and these dryers are not what you see at your house.
Yeah.
No.
these are, they're, most hotels have like before using, cleaned it out. Before using, cleaned it out. And even with that, you still need to have a maintenance plan on this. And this is, if a fire is going to take place, this is where it's at in a hotel. And you've got to be overly cautious because, most of these dryers are run with natural gas. So there's
more dangers.
Other factors that come into play than just what was on a house fire. And I'm glad they got it contained very quickly.
Yeah.
Because this could have got a lot worse.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fire rescue did an amazing job.
Yeah, but speaking about dry fires though, like when I was living in the Lewis Hall dormitories, we have like we had like 2 rows of like 5 dryers on each side, and we were always told like please clean out your lint, please clean out your lint, because I remember twice like on my floor the dryers caught fire. So
twice.
Yeah.
That's wild. Just consider if you watch any kind of homesteading videos, they tell you to save your dryer lint to make a DIY fire starter. Like if dryer lint is DIY fire starter, then you need to get it out of that machine that gets hot and is collected to gas and electricity. Clean out those dryer lints. All right, Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
Well, first off, I want to ask you about Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
So
we can talk about Mother's Day.
I want to ask you about Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day?
I have to work on Mother's Day.
Oh, because you work at the church.
Yeah, I work at the church. So I did have to work. Clay is my coworker at the church and very sheepishly asked me if I would also cover his job because he had the opportunity to travel with a band. And I was like, yeah, bud, I got you. So I had to do sound and video at the church. But my family did spoil me. I woke up to gorgeous flowers and a lovely, beautiful pot and breakfast already made for me, which is a big deal because Sunday's the one day my husband gets to sleep in later than me.
Yeah.
And he woke up while I was in the shower and made sure I had eggs and bacon. We didn't have bacon prepared. So eggs and bacon so that I could have a nice breakfast with my beautiful flowers. And then my parents came over and we shared a meal with them. So we had a really good Mother's Day. My family spoiled me.
Gotcha.
Did you spoil Miss Rebecca?
I gave her present early because we didn't have May Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I got her one of those fancy foot massagers.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, just go on the porch. And enjoy your gift. She didn't know what it was at that point. So she went out and she seemed to enjoy her gift. And then Maeve and I got her flowers yesterday. But unfortunately, I ended up about every couple months I get awful headaches.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I had one of those yesterday. And so I was kind of down. I felt kind of bad. I cooked dinner last night, but it was during midday for about 3 hours. I was laid out. So it was just. Yeah, it's not fun when I'm like that, is it, Blake? Yeah. So the whole house is like
everyone has to be quiet.
No, they don't have to be, but I'm not a huge whiny sick person.
Yeah.
But I just want you close the door and just let me be.
Yeah.
You don't have to really do a whole lot for me. Just let me be.
Yeah.
It's kind of and I can get through it. But I think she had a productive day. At the garage and she got to knock some stuff out. So
nice.
Hopefully she had a good day.
I hope you put in the comments, Rebecca. You're in there. So we tried to spoil my mom. Louie's mom was supposed to come up and she wasn't able to. So that was kind of a bummer. So we're sending gifts down to her. But yeah, we had a good Mother's Day.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
All right. So you're checking those comments?
On this moist Monday morning,
all right,
I will meander mystically through the mentions of the mini minions.
Nice. All right. As you do that, we're going to shout out some of our sponsors. BNS Signs. Want your business to stand out and stay that way? Trust the experts at BNS Signs, family owned and proudly serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From eye-catching vinyl lettering to massive pylon signs, they offer a full range of custom signage solutions. Their experienced team handles everything from design and installation to crane service, repairs, and ongoing maintenance. And with their fast, responsive service, your sign goes up quickly and keeps looking like new. Visit bnssigns.com. Also, we have St. Augustine Handy Houses. Looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building? Look no further than St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises, conveniently located in St. Augustine, Florida. This family-owned business has been serving the community since 1988. Whether you're looking for a shed, barn, office space, or carport, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated handy house structures in the industry, built with a focus on quality and durability. Troy Usina's journey began when he purchased his first handy house structure, and today his company has grown from just 7 buildings to over 70 structures in stock with fully customizable options to help fit your exact needs. And the best part, Troy and his team will deliver, level, and anchor your building free of charge. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. St. Augustine Handy House makes it easy to find exactly what you need. Financing options are available through their in-house financing company, ensuring you get the best structures at an affordable price. Plus, as licensed contractors, they guarantee your building will meet all state and local codes. Call 904-823-9092 today and discover why so many customers choose St. Augustine Handy House for their portable building needs. All right, comments, reports. What are people saying?
All right. Comments, reports. Wawa was at 273. Costco was at 274. The BP down in the south down there is at 269.
Nice.
But Bobby saw 257 at a station at 207 to 95.
Oh, nice.
So that was a big one. As
You're
far
winning
as
that bet.
favorite thing, there's Dancing in the Rain was the
Nice.
answer of the day for, I think it was Joy who answered that. There was a warning, official warning of beware of puddle orcas. We were talking about the accident. It is a reminder.
Mhm.
It is very rainy out.
Yes.
Don't be a distracted driver because your car's not going to stop as fast.
Yeah.
You're going to lose control quicker if you hit a puddle. You're going to hydroplane. So drive with some defense today and tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
So
Because of all that moisture out there.
all the moistness.
Oh, those puddle orcas appreciate moistness. We've
Yes.
got Stoidum Stat.
All right. Your Stardom Stat, one of my favorite songs of all time. And I think I knew this story, but it kind of gave me an aha moment this morning when I was reading it. The Rolling Stone recorded Satisfaction today.
All right.
I can't get no. That's all I can sing, but because
Yeah.
it gets worse.
Copyright.
It gets copyright, and we don't want to hurt anyone's ears. But the story goes that Keith Richards actually woke up, recorded these lines, and fell back asleep. Not like the actual studio one, but like he woke up, he had a tape recorder beside his bed, and sang into it. Forgot about it. And then the next day when he played his tape recorder, he's like, wow, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
But I mean, that's,
Nice.
I mean, it was the 60s and it is the Rolling Stones and it is Keith Richards.
Yep.
So there
Did he-
might have been some assist.
With the sleeping and the passing out, yeah?
Yeah, the sleeping, passing out, waking up.
Yeah.
Maybe he was awake the whole time. I don't know. But that's the way the story goes. And it's
All
one
right.
of my favorite it is my favorite Rolling Stone songs.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
It's a great one.
Do you have a favorite Rolling Stone song?
I'd probably lean into Satisfaction as well because it's just so catchy and
Yeah.
it works in so many situations.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really does. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice. So Einstein actually extolled the virtue of napping to clear your brain, and if you hit a roadblock.
Mhm.
He had this whole setup where he would nap in his desk chair,
Yeah, the
holding like
roll.
billiard balls, and there'd be pans underneath them, so that when he fell asleep and dropped the ball, it would wake himself up,
Uh-huh.
and he would just write down the first thing. And he would do that when he was at a mental block and he couldn't break through, because he figured that rest was good for the brain, and then startling yourself awake, first thing that pops in your head, you start writing it out.
Well,
I don't know.
and sleep.
Something to it.
I used to sleep with a notebook beside.
Mhm.
I've always been an insomniac. Always been an insomniac.
Okay.
But I slept with a notebook beside my bed, and the problem I had was when I woke up and started writing in my notebook, I could never go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I find interesting is our sleep pattern today is completely different than what the sleep pattern used to be in the old world.
Yeah.
You used to have 2 sleeps.
Yes.
So you'd fall asleep around 8 o'clock after dinner, and then you wake up around midnight.
Yep.
And then from midnight to like 2 or 3, you would do chores, and there was actually
Make babies.
make babies. There was midnight prayers too.
Yep.
That was specifically for your second sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and that pattern went on for centuries.
Yeah.
And now we're in this, you got to sleep all the way through the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that works for me. And maybe I'm stuck in the old pattern.
The pattern of your childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but I've never been a person that required a whole lot of sleep.
Yeah. I don't sleep a ton either. We did get stars from Anne. Thank you for all the stars, Anne. That Stoidum stat is brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Iberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today, brave the puddle orcas, and get lunch on St. Augie's Pizza. We have plugs today, Troy.
Plugs is just be safe out there.
Yeah.
You guys, you hear us talk about our sponsors a lot, and they're wonderful people. If you get a chance to visit like a group like Augie's, just tell them thank you for us.
Yeah.
Because we really do appreciate them, and hopefully you guys do also. And be safe out there today. No distracted drivings. Be on the defense.
Absolutely. And don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000 mark subscribers. That is a big milestone we need to hit. We got Bollocks this evening tonight. Do you want to share any ideas on the topics?
We haven't even figured those out yet.
All right.
I don't want to tip Lenny off.
Okay. Not too soon.
So, no, too soon. But we usually do trending things, and then we have 5 questions at the end on Monday. We still do 5 questions.
That's a good one. All right. So tune in tonight, 5 p.m. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.